letters, podcast number 2153. What grounds you? So tonight, of course, it's a Monday. So that means new topic. Woohoo! So our topic for our theme for this week is, what is our theme for this week? Hang on one moment, please. Rooted and rising. Rooted and rising. So we're going to be talking about and tonight we're talking about what grounds you. So this is episode 1 of Rooting and Rising, which will be volume number 9. Oh, it's sitting right there. Okay. So here we go. So yes, onto a new topic for a new week. So starting off with what grounds you. What grounds us isn't always what's loud. Often it's quiet, steady presence of values, memories, places, or people that hold us steady when everything else shifts. What it teaches us is the difference between stability and stagnation. How grounding doesn't mean staying still, it means being anchored. And I will tell you this, that was Brad's job. He was my buoy. He kept my feet on the ground, but he kept me anchored to the ground, but he gave me room to fly. And I totally missed that part. Why honoring your roots gives you more space to rise. When you honor where you've come from, and you honor that those around you who played a role in helping you spread your wings and fly, but they kept you grounded at the same time. So keeping you grounded and then allowing you room to fly is an awesome feeling. And it's awesome to have somebody in your life, or even several people in your life, that are able to do that. They will sit there and listen to all your wild ideas and maybe do some wild rides with you and everything else. But in the end, they keep you centered, they keep you grounded. At the same time, giving you wings to fly. And the difference between stability and stagnation is stagnation, you just stay there. You're not going nowhere. You're just rooted to the ground, and that's it. You're not going anywhere. You're not doing anything. But if you've got stability, you have got a good foundation for you to be able to stand on to launch and fly and still come back. So what happens when you know what grounds you? You feel less reactive and more rooted in choice. Your past becomes a foundation, not a weight. You begin to make decisions from a place of clarity and self-trust. And I will tell you this, like I said, there's all different ways that you can ground yourself. One of the ways that I like to ground myself is I like to go out in the backyard. Now, unfortunately, I have gravel in the backyard. But at the back of the backyard, there's a planter box that goes like the whole length of the back wall and down the sides, halfway down the side walls. And it's all dirt on the other side. So I will quite often, go and sit out there with swing my feet so my back is to the house. And of course, Zeffie's at the porch going, "What are you doing?" And I will kick my slippers off because I don't walk across gravel in bare feet. I'm not that adventurous. And my feet will hurt. And I put my feet into the dirt that's in the planter there. And that's hard packed dirt, but I still scrunch my toes in it. And then I just sit there. And it's a breathing technique. I don't even know where I learned this breathing technique from. But basically, you take a breath and you let it out and you count it. And you're holding the breath for about 4 to 5 seconds. Let it out for 4 to 5 seconds. Take a next breath. But you're counting the breaths. You're listening to yourself breathe. And as you do that, you count the breaths. When another thought comes into your head, you got to start back at number 1 again. And the goal is to get to 20 breaths. And that gives you about 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how long you're holding your breath for. When you get it all said and done, I think it's more like 5 minutes. It's around 5 to 10 minutes. I don't remember. All I know is that if you can do 1 through 20 without another thought coming in your head, you are rocking it. I think the most I've got to is 5. And then my brain goes, "Oh, we've got to go do this." Now, the cool part about that is when it interrupts the thoughts is that it could be a problem that my subconscious is working on, and suddenly it gives me the answer in the middle of me trying to count breaths. It's annoying, but it's also a good thing at the same time. So while I'm sitting there grounded with my feet in the dirt, I'm scrunching my toes and I'm counting my breaths. I also put a timer on because I got to get back inside because I only take a few minutes to do this. But it's still very refreshing, very awakening. And there's times when I'm actually scrunching my toes in the dirt and doing the breathing that I will feel the tingling of the energy starting in my feet and working up my legs and through my body and everything else. And it is just an incredible feeling. So that's how I physically ground. I physically ground myself when I need to get re-energized. So if I'm having a very heavy day sitting here on the computer and I'm just like got 20,000 windows open and all that sort of stuff, and they're like, today's one of those days. It took me a while to figure out, now where's the window that's got my Restream in it? Where's the window with my notes in it? It took me a while to get it all re-coordinated. So yeah, so take that time to refresh yourself, to find what grounds you. Is it sitting in a room meditating with certain oils going on at the time, diffusing into the room? Is it going for a walk? Is it going for a run? Everybody has a different way that they like to, a favorite way that they like to ground. Honor that. What gives you energy? What energizes? Some people go and sit on the beach because they like hearing the waves or the ocean, and there's that fresh ocean air. I love the fresh ocean air. I just hate the sand. I know that sounds crazy. Now, if they had a boardwalk that walks you over the dry sand to the wet sand, I would be a happy camp because I like the wet sand. I just don't like the dry stuff. Too many times at the beach doing kite fishing with the wind blowing from behind, and you're getting sand in your sausages that you're trying to cook over the fire on the beach at lunchtime. And yeah, I don't like sand in my sausages. It's been a running joke in my family for years, ever since then, for a lot of years. I wonder if that'll come back up. But anyway, so find your ways that ground you. It could be taking a hike. It could be going for a drive to your favorite place just to sit in quiet contemplation. It could be curling up in your favorite chair and just relaxing, just thinking about things, just meditating on stuff. It could be taking I actually remember to bring this down there today. It could be taking your music cozy or your equivalent of, so that you can, remember this has the speakers on it, taking this and going and sitting in your favorite chair, or laying down on the couch, or laying down on the floor, or on the grass, looking up at with the sky or something, being outside, and listening to a meditation or some music or something like that while you just relax. So there's lots of different things. This is also good too when you go get massages done, and if you don't like the music that's there, you can put your own music on. Just thought that just popped into my head. I love it when random thoughts pop into my head. So yeah, so you can actually, I keep this down here now so I can go into the recliner. Zeffie doesn't like it when I get into my recliner. She thinks it's hers. But anyway, so just you'll find your rhythm, and when you find your rhythm, you'll find your way that your energy can be replenished. So, and that can ground you, bring you back to that foundation as well. So what happens when you know what grounds you? Actually, I just did that, didn't I? No, I didn't. I didn't do that. So what happens? I totally missed that bit, did I? Okay, so what happens when you know what grounds you? You feel less reactive and more rooted in choice. Because you are grounded, you got more clarity. Your past becomes a foundation, not a weight, and you begin to make decisions from a place of clarity and self-trust. And yes, we did do that one. I now remember reading that one. How we carry it forward. Reflect daily. What gave me a sense of calm today? Revisit your grounding practices regularly, like journaling, walking, music, meditation, running. Some people have to have a lot of physical exercise, and some people are just fine with just sitting and doing their thing, and that's okay. Anchor your vision and your values before setting new goals. Now, there's a really cool one. If you want to set new goals, anchor your vision and your values, then go set your goals, so that your goals will be value-orientated as well. And what grounded your ancestors? When we look at the legacy connection, what grounded your ancestors? What did they turn to in moments of uncertainty? Knowing this can offer both inspiration and resilience for your own journey. And our questions for you tonight, which you can put in your Porch Light Reflection Journal. Please note that they do not come with this grey band across here. This is not for resale. This is the author's copy. And you can get it by scanning. Oh, I forgot to change the QR code. That's the one for Zeffie from last night. You can go to Amazon and get this. The link for the journals are actually in the description below. So just go click on the link that's in the description below. Reflection questions. What people, places, or practices help me feel grounded? How do I reconnect with myself when life gets overwhelming? Are there moments in my life where I felt most me? Are there moments in my life where I felt most me? What grounded me then? So those are your reflection questions to use in your reflection journal. And yeah, closing thought for this evening. To rise, we must first be rooted. Grounding isn't a limitation. It's a steady force that lets us reach higher. And with that, we are out of here. We'll be back tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. because I have a speed networking thing that I'm going to be working. And so I won't be available till 7 p.m. on that one. So go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening. Oh, and for those that have made donations to for Zephy, thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you for your generosity. We totally appreciate the monies that have been sent our way to help with her medical bills. So thank you, thank you, thank you. If you wish to donate, you can scan that QR code that I left up there by mistake, or you can go to the link that's in the description of the video. And with that, we are out of here. Go out, have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Pacific.